So what is going on? It is Volt, RN, BSN. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of studying for some graduate school stuff, doctorate type shit. Out there trying to be a nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse for a while and I'm getting tired of manual labor. I think as an LVN, you do a lot of manual labor. As an RN, BSN, you do more delegating and you do more critical thinking, but at the end of the day, you're kind of like a blue collar worker doing a bunch of manual labor as well. Who knows? I mean, maybe NP, I won't be doing nearly as much manual labor. It would be nice to just run in an office and basically just tell people, yeah, drink water and exercise more, and here's your prescription. It'd be kind of nice to step away from manual labor and be into that stuff one day. Anyways, right now I'm kind of got my own programs as I'm revisiting different types of things like advanced health assessment. In NP school, you still get skills lab and whatnot, and this is kind of a pretty sweet program I've been into since I was in school for my RN BSN in 2019. After I graduated in 2021. So I don't think any of my LVN students know about my YouTube channel. Most of them probably know me for car content on TikTok. But for all my old school followers, yes, I was doing this type of stuff and I had a pretty decent following. So we'll see. I mean, I have no idea if my nursing content will put me back into relevancy again or if I'm going to be known as the car guy. Yeah. So anyways, head, eyes, ears, nose, and throat type of shit. So when you are an NP, you got to be able to look at these. Lymph nodes and tell if they're swollen. So you got your lymph nodes here. These are your preauricular nodes. They're like superficial parotid lymph nodes. Post-auricular right here, you also want to kind of check right there to make sure these aren't all swollen up. These could show some kind of immune system disorders like with AIDS and whatnot. You got these are otherwise known as your I think your occipital lymph nodes. I cheated. Occipital lymph nodes. I glanced. Hopefully by my skills check off, I'll be able to tell you that these are the occipital lymph nodes without me reading it. All right, I swear I won't read the second one. I won't read it this time. So those are like your top three, and then you go in the jawline right here. These are your tonsillar lymph nodes. You kind of when you assess a patient, you might need to know this for BSN school, but more so as an NP, you got your you got to know that these are your tonsillar lymph nodes, and then you go under the jaw. Let me just kind of redirect this guy. Under the jaw right there, these are known as your submandibular lymph node lines, like your lymph vessel, and then your submental lymph vessel right there. So these are things that as an NP you're going to be kind of assessing for. And then you got your in front of the neck, you got your anterior cervical lymph line right here. I think it's back there. Hold on, let me cut away this neck muscle real quick. This is a good program. I don't know if it'll be of much use as a VN, but for BSN, this is like really good stuff. Helps you understand better. This is you got your internal jugular lymph vessel. Otherwise, this is like the thing you're palpating for on the anterior cervical, and then you got your posterior cervical right there. So you're gonna be palpating that. So in the back, like you got these lymph vessels in the back of your neck, right there. So, and then lastly, supraclavicular. So it's called supraclavicular. So supra meaning above, clavicular meaning pertaining to the clavicle. You got your supraclavicular lymph nodes right here somewhere. Yep, accessory lymph, but above the lymph node line, you're going to be looking for the supraclavicular type of lymph nodes. So you're kind of just assessing these to make sure they're not swollen up, because this could be a serious problem right there. So yeah, that's going to be your lymph nodes and what you're assessing for.